This video will be going over the character creation menu in Survivalist Invisible Strain, my choices with my own reasons, and a short guide to starting out if you follow my loadout. Timestamps will be provided both in the description and function-wise. Enjoy. Vital, stats, and face. Everything in here is personal preference, so we'll be skipping over it. The only thing to note in this section is how you can save your character. This saves your appearance, name, clothes, equipment, skills, and personality. Do note saving a character with the same name will override it. Clothes. I won't go over the whole section. Instead, I'll explain insulation, the point system, and why you might want to just worry about a hat and glasses. Insulation count is what keeps you warm during cold weather. This count can go down if your clothes get drenched, so I recommend staying out of the rain, snow, or finding a campfire between trips. The point system is very simple. The colder part of the year, more points. The warmer part of the year, less points. None of this matters. You can actually just pick up the appropriate clothes off of the infected or non-infected with no downsides. So I recommend you pick up a hat of your choice and a pair of sunglasses, so that way you have more sight. Equipment. I won't go too deep into every item, as that stretch out this video and confuse people. Some items are kind of pointless. The backpack is something you'll eventually find, and can easily replace early on with the method that I'm going to recommend at the end of the video. The tent bag and toolbox is useless. You shouldn't be basing so early on, and you'll find these things along the way if you do need them. Don't worry, sleeping in random places is just as good as sleeping in any place you own. The pistol and ammo is a pointless endeavor. Hunting with it is silly, and you'll run out of ammo after 40 to 20 shots. It takes about 2 shots to take out a green strain, for example. Gold, matches, and the flint are very common. You'll find flint near a river, matches in a car or building 90% of the time, and gold off of the infected. The antigens and the bandages are just a waste. Be careful, and you won't need them. The pipe bomb is very pointless, unless you bring more than one, and even then, they don't work so well for clearing out bases. This now leaves us with 11 items. Each of them can fit into their own loadout. A Molotov to firebomb a traitor, a radio to find said traitor, and a 1-point weapon of your choice. I personally pick up the knife to skin my victims, makes for a good food source, and can be sold for gold. The shovel is okay. You can dig traps for whatever reason. The axe is great for combat, and you can cut down trees for wood. My second choice if I really don't want to pick up the knife. A bow, arrows, and a bunch of carrots is just peak. This is great if you're planning on doing a moral run. It has all you need for hunting. The machete is a tight pick. It really only leaves you with 1 point. In this case, I'd recommend bringing a cross to save, a Molotov, or some rabbit to do some baiting. I personally find this loadout quite reckless, but if you're looking to just kill infected for fun, this is your loadout. There are preset loadouts. These change your skills too. Personally, I don't like them. They're always missing something. Skills. The game does well at giving you a description of every skill, but it does not give you the difficulty level on the trainability, so let's rank these. Hard to train skills are stealth, firearms, fitness, and archery. These are hard to train due to the time that it takes and the resources. Medium level skills are going to be farming, construction, and medicine. Medium means that there's some sort of way to make training the skill way more easier. Easy skills to train are going to be hand-to-hand, cooking, and constitution. These skills will be naturally trained easily through gameplay, or can be trained very easily without putting in too much effort. I will now go over every single medium method before giving you my picks for every and each skill. Starting with farming, it's very simple. Plant like crazy. I recommend using sunflowers so then that way you can get your seeds back. Construction is resource intensive. Repair any clothes you find. Build or craft things. Medicine is a bit tricky. Rip as many rags as you can. Then instead of fighting every infected, try knocking them out. Then you're going to bludgeon, bandage, repeat. You'll get more if you do this to an uninfected person. I'll give you my personal loadout for skills. 2 fitness, 1 hand-to-hand, 1 archery, 1 firearms, 2 stealth, and 1 in constitution. With this loadout, you should be ready for any fight and capable of both hunting and doing stealth. not going to go over every and each personality. It'd be too far of a deep dive, and it's maybe something for another video. Every and each personality, though, lets you pick a certain dialogue choice when you are socializing, the opposite being locked out. So, personality is mostly personalized to the run you plan to do. But I have my picks based on experience that, in my opinion, is very flexible. Here it is. Straight, aggressive, sociopath, idealistic, street smart, withdrawn, loyal, skeptical, bold, serious, unflappable, and immoral. You'll notice I left out favorite food and flirtability. Those two don't really affect my gameplay too much for me to stick them in here. World screen. This section is something personalized, but I can give you some insight. If you're starting out, I turn broken, infected legs to 100%. Keep save scumming on, and crank the roaming settings up. Invisible strain is entirely up to you. I personally set it at 25% with an increase of 25% each year. If you're new to the game, you might want to leave it at 5%, with a 10% increase or lower to somewhat avoid having to deal with it constantly. If you're on PC, you can also save your world builds. I only do this for a quick dev test map, as loading it can be slight a hassle opposed to personalizing it for fun. Outro. You now know what I can teach you about the character creation screen, and as I promised, if you follow my exact loadout, equipment, skills, I'm going to show you the best start you can have in the game. The second you load in with your Molotov, radio, and the 1-point item of your choice, you're going to find a spot to wait. Then you're going to watch your map. If you happen to have a traitor spawn near you, sneak over and pop them with a firebomb. If one happens to turn invisible strain, congratulations, you're screwed. Have fun killing that thing. If none of them are alive, proceed to be Luke Goblin you were meant to be. But John, I didn't have a traitor spawn near me. If you happen to have this problem, you're going to reload your save. If you're a Nightcried fan, get to running to the nearest one. That seems to be it. If you think I suck, don't like my format, or need help learning deeper aspects, I'll provide you 2 channels that cover things like that already. I'll be doing my own deep dive too, so keep an eye out for those. Love you all. Good luck surviving.